Hey you guys, it's me Griselda, Priestess Lumen Sophia. How's it going out there in the chaos? I just wanted to say a few things real quickly. I just been real kind of quiet in an observer mode. I think it's important right now to be that way. Mercury has just gone into retrograde, so that helps to sort of take stock of what our raw materials are. And what I mean by that is what is our experience, our direct experience in our bodies, not in constant observation of what everyone else is doing and how they're responding to data, to phenomena, going on right now socially and so on. But to draw back into your own understanding because it's something you've experienced directly, not somebody else's story that you are looking at, but your own. And where are you in this space, right? Authentically and truthfully, what are your raw materials? Is a question that I want to pose to you. With all that said, I've been in this place myself, watching all sorts of incredible phenomenon happen. These archetypal narratives that are taking place, that are further behind the veils, the symbolism that is rising, that is dissipating, that is alchemizing before our eyes in this sort of greater invisible space, right? Because everything that we see happening is a reflection of the invisible hands moving around behind it all. I've talked about that many times. This is the root of where I'm coming from. And from that space for me, I wanted to share with you a little bit about where I'm at, and this fight about monuments and statues that symbolize a certain time of history here in our history. Well, statues and monuments, this is this is a community's, a society's attempt at creating our mythology. Now, the United States doesn't really have too much of a mythology yet. To me, mythology is like an ancient story. We're so new. We're attempting to find our own identity. And this is part of what I see is true in a lot of Americans as well. A lot of people don't have their own identity. And this is an unfortunate result of colonization. When you're building your house on top of landfill and not on top of bedrock, you don't have any root. You pretend to have roots. And this pretending, is like the road to hell is paved by the pretender, right? Those with good intentions do a false morality, which is a pretending to be good, not necessarily even knowing what good means. So then how the hell can you really be good? It's layers of shit, you know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about these statues as an attempt to form our new mythology, or as an observation of our mythology and how that's changing now, right? But the story doesn't change, because just because we remove these monuments doesn't mean that the mythology of those truths are not still in our society, hiding in plain sight, right? So, but I'd like to talk about something that's a little more, to me, radical. And I think it's time that we get rid of all statues. I think that if we're going to take down monuments, we shouldn't replace them with any other monuments. I think it's time that we just get rid of all of our idols. The issue at the root of all of it is idol worship. And when will we learn? When will we remember we do not need those idols? Now, I always say that, rescue Jesus, ride your dragon. I mean, time to take Jesus off the cross. It's time to just not put up another Jesus either. You know what I mean? It's time to just not continue to look for a Jesus, for a scapegoat, for a savior all the time. This savior's gone, now we have a new savior. So I wanted to just pose this to you guys so that you can pay attention to see if you can see what I mean, and to challenge our assumptions about all that's going on, and just to sort of encourage people to remember that we don't need saviors outside of ourselves, that we are indeed our own savior. We are our own alchemists. We just have to work with our own raw materials. So as far as the statues go, take them down, but don't replace them with anything else. How dare we? How dare we become our own fucking saviors, right? How about that? All right, guys, think about that for a little bit. I hope everybody's all right. You're hanging in there. And whenever you're drawn out of yourself because of everything happening, pull yourself back in and put it inside something directly that you can control in your life today. Okay? All right.